So we got some very, very worrying news today. We did our big E3 predictions video yesterday, and now today we got some of the most worrying information that I've seen in a long time when it comes to anything to do with WB or NetherRealm Studios. Now, I'm legitimately worried about this, because I was pretty much, and I mean, I'm still hopeful, even with this, but I was pretty set on, there would be a new game revealed at E3 for NetherRealm Studio, whether it was a Mortal Kombat 12 already, whether it was Injustice 3, whether it was Marvel vs. DC, or a Marvel fighting game. I was really hopeful, and it seemed almost guaranteed with, Mortal Kombat 11 basically being, well, not really even basically, just like pretty much dead. Like, it's a dead game, it's in its dead life cycle, but now we've gotten this information that's come out from Video Game 24/7 that we're going to go ahead and break into and break down. And let's go ahead and throw it up on the screen, and it says, if you were hoping to see some more information about anticipated Warner Brothers games such as Hogwarts Legacy, Gotham Knights, and Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League at E3 2021, we got some bad news for you. A Warner Brothers spokesperson has told Tech Radar that the only game the publisher is expecting to reveal during its showcase is Back 4 Blood. This information was also corroborated by the Summer Games Fest Twitter account. That seems to mean that the entire Warner Brothers presentation at E3 2021 will be dedicated to the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, with no other games sharing the limelight, which is weird. And I couldn't have said that any better. That's fucking weird. Now, my fiance is probably delighted, because Left 4 Dead is like her favorite game series, and she's stoked for Back 4 Blood. But us fighting game fans out there, us Mortal Kombat fans, us NetherRealm fans are fucking pissed. It goes on to say, it also means we'll hear nothing about the controversial Hogwarts Legacy, which is delayed into 2022, nothing about Gotham Knights or Suicide Squad, which still remains shrouded in mystery. Could this reluctance to share information on upcoming titles be related to the Warner Brothers and Discovery merger that's going on behind the scenes at the moment? Possibly. That was also my thought as well, and he just goes on to say a few more things. So yeah, this is disappointing. I mean, E3 is a big show, okay, so E3 is a very big show. There's many different events going on, and this one was just specifically corroborated by Summer Games Fest, so that could mean that this information is just relative to that one specific event before, E3 even actually starts, which is Summer Games Fest, and Summer Games Fest happens 2 days before E3 technically starts, so maybe it's just that event, and there's gonna be something actually revealed or happening later on at E3. Now, technically, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League and Gotham Knights and Hogwarts Legacy, they've all been revealed. Those games are all known to the public, so maybe they just meant in the sense that, okay, well, we're not going to show any more gameplay, another story trailer, nothing like that. Maybe, like, brand new game reveals themselves are still on the table. I don't know. All of this is very ambiguous. You can take it 30 different fucking ways, and I just don't like it, because the fighting game fans are getting, I mean, not even really the fighting game fans, there's a lot of fans of WB games and WB Studios that are getting fucking shafted right now. But Mortal Kombat fans, I'd say, and NRS fans, more than most, because we've had a game that we've had no idea on anything when it comes to it for the past year and a half, I'll say, because there was no communication through Aftermath to Kombat Pack 2, and now there's been no communication from Kombat Pack 2 to now. So it's been like a year and a half we've just been shafted. We got one more content update, and now we're literally left in the dark on whether this game is still alive or not, whether this game is going to receive content in the future or not. So it really did feel like it was time for a new game announcement, but with all of this information coming out, I don't know, man. I think it could go either way. It's very confusing. It's honestly very fucking scary when it comes down to it, because in the video game industry now, there's a lot of good fighting games coming out, right? Like, Guilty Gear Strive comes out tonight, which, by the way, we'll be streaming that live on twitch.tv/TootenTV, link in the description down below, shameless plug. We'll be streaming that for a few hours after it comes out tonight, but there's games like that coming out with rollback netcode. There's Dragon Ball FighterZ, which I'm assuming Dragon Ball FighterZ 2 is going to have rollback netcode. Virtua Fighter just came out. Virtua Fighter 5 remake, remaster, whatever. Like, there's a lot of good fighting games coming out. We used to rely pretty much solely on some of the games that Capcom was making, like Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom back in the day, Tekken here and there. and Mortal Kombat. It was Mortal Kombat and even Injustice. And now Mortal Kombat and Injustice have not been reliably fun fighting games since around 2015. And they haven't even really been reliable fighting games since MK11. So I feel like getting a new game announced, maybe it's the Fable Marvel vs. DC game from NRS Studios that has been talked about, or NetherRealm Studios that's been talked about. Maybe that could be like a huge win for the NRS fighting game community, for the WB fighting game community. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Like I said, it's a big event. We don't know if this means it's the entire event or if it's just Summer Games Fest. So we'll really just have to hang out and wait and see. Again, I'll be streaming it live all the way through on twitch.tv/TootenTV. Link in the description down below. Again, to that, head over there and give us a follow. But that is going to do it for me. I want you guys to let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Do you think this is 100%? Do you think this is no bullshit? Do you think it's going to be, it means the entirety of E3, or do you think it's just Summer Games Fest? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's have a conversation about it. But again, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Tooten. I've been your host, and I'll see you guys next time. But before I go, enjoy this trailer for the fighting game, dude.